Thanks for watching Afternoon Live. Hello to those beachgoers on the Oregon coast today. That is a live look outside from our Inn at Spanish Head Resort Hotel camera in Lincoln City. Thanks for watching Afternoon Live. We often underestimate how mental health can impact us physically, leading to treating the symptoms and not the actual cause. Here to share how forgiveness can help improve our physical health, we welcome back life coach and author of Forgiveness, The Pathway to Happiness, Dr. Dravon James. It's so nice to see you.
Oh, it's so nice to be here. Thank you.
So we know a lot now about how chronic stress can impact our physical health, and it kind of makes sense that holding a grudge or ruminating on a misdeed maybe could really play a part in that too.
Absolutely. And I always tell my life coach clients, pay attention to what's going on in your physical body when you have an intense memory that you have not forgiven the situation or the person for. Just feel how that feels. Are your muscles nice and relaxed, or do you feel tense and uncomfortable?
So then to the flip side of that, if you were able to embrace forgiveness as a practice, what are some of the benefits of that to our physical health?
Oh, one of the great benefits when you practice forgiveness, you engage your parasympathetic nervous system. And that nervous system is what I call the wusan part of the nervous system. It causes you to relax, to feel more at ease, and to be more creative in your thought processes.
Well, tell me about the concept of forgiveness. It's not just about letting go of that mental or emotional pain, but really allowing our bodies to get back to that healthier state, like you said.
Right. So letting go and letting our bodies start to relax, to unwind. And it is a process, right? I tell people you don't have to rush through this. Take time to acknowledge what has happened to you, right? And to give yourself room to say, hey, this is unfair. It didn't feel good. But realizing that forgiveness is all about self-love, is you affirming you. It's taking care of your mental and physical health.
And if you're kind of struggling with taking that first step, maybe looking back inward and saying, hey, I've got to reflect on the actual benefits of forgiveness for me.
Yeah, there are some great benefits. The first we talked about is that engaging the parasympathetic nervous system, allowing you to relax, allowing you to have more creative thought processes, allowing for better relationships. You know, a lot of times when we're stuck in unforgiveness, we're ruminating about it all of the time, we're talking about it all the time, and we're actually causing stress and strain on our healthy relationships, right? When people are like, don't really want to have us around so much because we're sort of a Debbie Downer, even though they feel badly for us, but it's really stressing those relationships. So realizing in order to put forth good energy and to have that positive relationship that we want to have with others, we want to engage in self and healthy forgiveness for ourselves.
That makes a lot of sense. And what about shifting your perspective, kind of taking yourself out of your situation and thinking about, hey, what advice would I offer to somebody else facing something similar?
Yes, this goes back to, I always say treat yourself like you were a middle schooler, right? And if something similar happened to your middle schooler, would you tell them to hold a grudge for life? That's the best way to get through this. No, you tell them, okay, things happen. Sometimes they're unfair, and that was definitely unfair. You'd be kind to yourself, but you'd encourage your middle schooler that we have to move past this for our own growth, for our own happiness, for perspective on life that know that when other things happen, we are resilient. We can categorize and say, hey, that's unfair. We can see it with wide open eyes, but we can allow ourselves to move past it. So love on yourself like you were that middle schooler.
That's a really lovely perspective. And then what about maybe starting with some smaller acts of forgiveness if the concept overall seems a bit overwhelming?
Well, that's a very good question because I have clients that have really some big issues to forgive, and they're too much to tackle all at once. So what I say, let's not go to those big ones yet. Let's find some smaller offenses, some smaller disappointments that we can really look at, and we can go ahead and start the forgiveness process. It is a process. It's not one and done. So you'll find yourself going back to it, and you'll have to say, okay, I'm worthy of forgiveness. This is self-love towards me. I cannot drink the poison of unforgiveness and expect someone else to die. Doesn't happen.
It can be so poisonous. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by. It's always so wonderful to chat with you.
Thank you.
Again, Dr. Dravon's book is Forgiveness, The Pathway to Happiness. We'll have more information on our website at katu.com. We'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this.